and welcome everybody to a brand new series. It's Football Manager 2019, the first time I've ever put videos out on this particular game. And I'm going to do something just a little bit different. This is my financial Football Manager series. I am starting at rock bottom. My mum's kicked me out of home. She should do because I'm 42 years old, let's be honest. And I am unemployed. I have no coaching licenses. I've got nothing, no contracts, no nothing at all, not a dollar in the bank. But funnily enough, if you look at right here, I've got a personal assistant. Good old Sam Palmer. Don't know what I'm paying him by. Let's not ask too many questions. It could be a bit dodgy. Anyway, like I said, the aim of this particular series is to work my way from $0 in the bank through to a millionaire. I don't know if that's possible. Hopefully it is. Either that or I smash my keyboard across my monitor. Whatever comes first. Let's just see how we go. Anyway, the way I'm going to do this is I've got a few rules that I'm going to follow, and as the series goes by, I'll just explain those. But essentially, using the income from the contract I get for my coaching services, I will need to spend some of that on sort of expenses, food, all that sort of stuff. And they will leave it a little bit of amount of my salary that I have to either invest, gamble, we'll do a bit of gambling, we'll do all things like that. I can't think of anything else off the top of my head. Not only am I unemployed, but I'm unprepared. So there you go. But there's a few other things that we can do with our income. We need to buy a car, we'll need to do, there's a few things we need to do. So let's just go with it in the meantime. Anyway. Here I am right here. Let's just check out my profile. Like I say, no coaching, no nothing, no experience. I was a regional professional player apparently. Definitely not realistic, let's be honest. I've got 2 left feet and I'm right-footed, so you work that one out. Yes, favourite clubs. Yes, definitely Portsmouth. I'm a big Portsmouth supporter, just going to put that out there, which this really hurts me because they're saying Mark Hughes, I'm not surprised it's distant, my relationship, but come on, why they put me in with the scummers, seriously. Anyway, I digress. Put together my profile picture. I actually went ahead and I used the facial scan technology. And let's be honest, it came out like I was something out of World of Warcraft, an orc or something like that. It did not look good at all. So what I did is I thought, stuff that. We're going to be in England, hopefully. I think that's where we're going to start, somewhere in England. So I grabbed this picture right here, the Queen, and I scanned that. And that's my profile picture I come up with. I was pretty happy with that. Here I am right here. Look at that. Brilliant. Threw a beard on her. Threw some hair on there. And Bob's your uncle. Looking good. Feeling great. Anyway. What I'm going to do is I need to get a job. Let's be honest. Or else this will be a very boring series if I just stay unemployed for the entire time. So if we jump into the job centre, what I'm going to do is, like I said, I'm really keen to start in England. And I'm going to start off as a head coach, hopefully. So there's only 3 jobs right here available in England. The Vanarama National League South, and then 2 National League teams. So I'm going to apply for those 3, and let's just cross our fingers, legs, and everything else, and see whether I might be able to pick up a job. Maybe someone's desperate enough to pick up a unemployed, unqualified loser, such as me. Anyway, I'll join you back very soon after I apply for these and see whether they'll even give me an interview. See you in a minute. Okay, straight away everybody, Eastleigh, they've got to be desperate, let's be honest, surely, I don't know why, but they have offered me a contract. There it is, right there, $1,100, 1.1k per week. I actually probably need to change that to euros or pounds, to pounds I think. I'll go and do that at some stage. They're offering me a salary of 1.1k, the head coach job, starting immediately for a 12-month contract. And a percentage of the club, there's a bonus for percentage of club compensation required for coaching role. Okay, there we go. Look, guys, I think I am just going to get in there and absolutely take this. Why wouldn't I? Let's do it. And I have accepted the role. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Straight away, I've got a job, you little beauty. Okay, everybody, here we are at the home ground. Well, we're not there right now, but we're looking at England. This is the southern part of England. Silver Lake Stadium, that is the venue for all of Eastleigh, get it right, Mace, Eastleigh's home games. And it's quite close to Portsmouth, which I'm pretty happy about. But something I'm fairly unhappy about is that it's right beside Southampton Airport. So, anyway, we'll just make sure we take our vaccinations and we'll be all good. So that's where our club is located, down the bottom of England. And if we just switch back here, through the magic of technology, let's take a quick look at the club and just find out what it's all about. Okay, and here we are, everybody. Here's some detail around Eastleigh Football Club. Rocking the blue when you're at home. We've got the sort of the greyish away kit, and really have maintained the position in Vanarama League, sort of mid-table the last couple of years. Had a good run 3 or so years ago, where they managed to get 4th. The expectation for the club this year is to get mid-table again, finish mid-table, so hopefully we can do that. 5,192,000 capacity. If we take a look at the facilities, of that 5,192, you've got 2,660 seated. So about half the ground seated, half the ground standing, which is quite a lot actually. Stadium condition is average. It is built in 1957, so no surprise there. There's no undersoil heating. Funny that. Why the hell would you need that? I suppose for the snow. Field conditions are okay. Poor youth facilities. Yes. Stadium sponsor, 1 year ground sponsorship at £30,000, which I've changed. That's good. And the youth ground is at Silver Lake, and the training ground is just down the road at in Portsmouth, Wellington Sports Ground. So junior coaching is fairly basic, and basic youth recruitment. If we take a look at our affiliated clubs, we have none. We need to sort that out. History. And here we go. That's just a zoom in of the table that we saw, or summary of the positions for the last few years. We did pick up the English Wessex Premier League division and the Vanarama League South. Apart from that, no trophies. Okay, and here is our squad, everybody. And as you can see, not a tremendous number of players spitted out, but we've got some decent players in here. Our top rating player is George Dowling. I think it looks like he's on loan. He certainly is. A couple of good stats in there. We'll get into these in a lot more detail later on, by the way, everybody. Here's a high injury risk, though. And he was on low salary because he's only 19 years old. There you go. All right. So we've got a couple other decent players in there. Rita Johnson, a 4-star defender. Paul McCullum, a striker. 4.5 star potential. 3.5 at the moment. 4-star for Oscar Goburn. And Danny Hollins, he's in there. He's pretty solid. 32-year-old. 4-star, reaching his full potential. £36,000, just over. But there's some decent players, enough to build a squad around, but I am going to have to get some transfers in there. I haven't got a lot of money to play with, so we'll see how we go there. We'll get into a lot more detail in our next episode around the type of players and the tactics and all that sort of stuff, but this episode's all about just setting the scene. So, next thing I've got to do is let's spend some of my income. Okay, everybody, and as you can see here, because I've changed it to pounds, it's changed a little bit because it was in US dollars, but it's £800 per week. That is my contract. So, what I need to do, guys, is I need to go and find a house. Here's something I prepared a little bit earlier. Here we are. I've had a look at all the places for rent in Eastleigh, and there are quite a few actually. But I decided to focus in on this little one here. $595. I think that's like a booking fee or a letting fee. And then £137. I've got to start saying pounds per week. If we take a closer look, it's a 1-bedroom little flat here. And if we take a look at nice little lounge here with bar heater, you're going to need it. It's going to get a bit cold. Small kitchen, not a lot of space to be fair. One small bedroom in there. It's pretty small, and it's got a shower. That's great. And the good old toilet, which seems to have a wall in the road. So I won't be spending a lot of time there. If we take a look at the deal here, it's $99 inclusive of utility bills, plus their booking fee or whatever fee they're charging. It's $137 per week. So one of the rules I'm going to have is that 30% of my income, of my £800, must be on food and entertainment, that sort of stuff. That leaves me £560. Take off the $137 rent. That leaves $433. Now, pounds, I should say. Get it right, Mace. Now, of course, I've got to pay for this fee, and I've negotiated this fee, and they're going to let me pay it off in 2 lots, which is really good. So by the time I take out my rent, food, and that half of that fee this week, it leaves me with a grand total of £135, and that's what we have to play with. And I'm going to gamble it. Okay, everybody, here we are. We're in William Hill, and this isn't sponsored, but if they're watching, I'm available. And what we're going to do is we've got £135. We are going to throw it all on England, the whole lot. For our first bet, we're putting the whole lot on. This is not a good investment strategy, by the way. But in the meantime, let's just go with it. You can follow the game too, see how well we're going to go. £135 on England at 4 over 5 to beat Croatia. Now that is 3 o'clock in the morning New Zealand time. So it must be about 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday the 19th. Sunday the 18th, British time. But anyway, follow along. £135 to return 243. Maybe our investment future will start here. Maybe it will bomb straight away. Luckily, we're getting paid a little bit more than I expected in my first job. So we're going to be a bit loose. Let's see how we go. Okay, everybody, here we are back in the game. And don't worry, there will be a lot of Football Manager. What I'll do is offline, I'll go through, I'll set up all our tactics. I'll get training sorted and I'll do some transfers. I'll do all that sort of stuff just to get us set up for the season so it's nice and easy. And in the next episode, number 1, we'll see how well my bet went. Hopefully it went decently. Not unless I record an episode before that one comes through. We'll have to figure that out. Probably won't. Anyway, and we'll do everything we need to do and then we will get into the season and let's see if we can get this team up to mid-table or better. Hopefully better. Hopefully we can get them to the playoffs and then make a lot of coin and start our journey on the way from unemployed through to become a millionaire. If you enjoyed this, guys, smash the like button. Make sure you comment below. Let me know what you think I should do in terms of investments and betting and all that sort of stuff moving forward. Let's see if we can make some dosh. In the meantime, take it easy.